welcome back. So Aries, this is going to be your reading for the week of May 5th. Sorry, brain fart, I couldn't think. May 5th. And happy Cinco de Mayo to anybody who celebrates. So, first off the bat, Aries, this is the Three of Wands. That's your overall energy for the week. It's a pretty good energy to be in. This talks about in this deck, it talks about preparing. So some of you might be in the preparation stages for possibly a new project or a new relationship. It's going to be different for each of you. But I'm going to break it down and see how that's going to resonate into the week for you, Aries. Just keep in mind these are general, not going to be for all of you. But if it does resonate, please do like, share, and subscribe. Also, check out my social media account links in the description box below. So, Aries, how is this energy going to play out this week? We shall see. Recent past energy first. Ooh, your cards are flying. So, you have here, the Three of Wands came out again. Ooh, sorry, I'm blurry. The Three of Wands came out again, and if you remember, that was your overall energy. Same meaning, different deck. So that's a pretty strong message then. So this is going to be an important part of this reading. And this talks about no longer waiting, no longer waiting for other people to get on board, no longer waiting until the time is right. FYI, the time is never right, but at the same time, it's also never wrong. You make the timing right. And I feel like that's where your thinking is right now, Aries. You've decided it's time because you decided it to be so. And why do I say that? Because you have the Ace of Pentacles here in the Page. All right. So I do feel like, Aries, you're no longer waiting for approval. That popped into my head. You're no longer waiting for others. You're ready to take action. And that is the most recent past energy. So I do see you taking action, going for an opportunity. Some of you might have a new opportunity, particularly within the financial sector. It's interesting, though, that it's followed by the Page of Pentacles. So there's a little bit of a caution here, Aries, that something that seems like a very big deal might not be as great as you thought it was going to be. If this is love for you, someone that you felt had a humongous amount of commitment potential, turns out they're not who you thought they were. And that's not negative. I don't see the Page as negative. I just see it, I see this person, if it's a person, might be a little more immature than you thought. If it's career for you, then I feel like the growth potential within the job or the career arena is not as much as you thought it was going to be. Okay. So that's the recent past energy. Now I'm going to keep it general, Aries, for the first part of this reading, and then I'm going to break it down into different arenas of your life and how this may play out. So stay tuned for that. These are quick, though. These are just weeklies. So, dang, man. Your card's got something to say today. Woo! And at the bottom of the deck, there you are, Aries, sitting on your throne, the Emperor. So coming into this week, you have the Chariot, the Ace of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. Remember what I was just saying? Okay. So, interesting. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Aries, coming into this week, I do feel like you're moving towards either new communication or newfound clarity, okay? But I feel like there is a very heavy caution here about investing in something that's not worth investing in, whether that is career or love, okay? Because I feel like you have the Ace of Pentacles and then the Page and now the Five, which is loss. So there could be financial loss if you didn't have all of the information before you went ahead and took this move, because I see, like I said, in the recent past, Aries, that your energy was that of, okay, I'm doing it with or without you, or I'm going forward with it anyways. You might not have had the clarity or the information you needed. And, you know, unfortunately, it may result in some losses. Now, the rest of the cards around this are very positive. So I don't feel this is a huge, you know, major loss. I feel like you bounce back. You still maintain your stability. But it definitely has you guarded by the end of the week, okay? For some of you, it might not be you that this is occurring with. You might know that someone's getting ready to lose their job and you're holding that information back because it's not the right time. That's for a very few of you. But I definitely see that here. But yeah, some of you also might get some new communication about some travel opportunities or move opportunities or a vehicle this week that needs to be repaired. This is getting so specific. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it general. But as a general energy, it just talks about moving forward, okay? Towards the end of the week, you have 4 of Pentacles. So you went from the 3 to the 4, despite the fact that maybe an opportunity wasn't what you thought it was, or a person wasn't what you thought it was. I do see you still advancing. Like I said, I still see movement forward regardless, okay? Then you have the Lovers. So, and then the 2 of Swords here. So Aries, focusing more on the stability, the home sector towards the end of the week. You might be focused on a partnership for some of you, whether that's in the career sector or, like I said, within love. And then, like I said, you end the week with a little bit of a guarded energy here, okay? This is someone who's protecting themselves, protecting their heart, someone who doesn't have all of the information either, and that's why you're in this energy, okay? So again, I see that message here for a very few of you. Like I said, there might be a decision between 2 people at work, and one of you could possibly lose their position. And Aries, I feel like you do know some information on this, but you may not know what the final outcome is going to be, and that's why you're guarding it. That's, like I said, super specific, so that's only going to be for a few of you. And for some of you, this is relationship, a decision between 2 people that's very difficult. So let me go ahead and break it down now. So I'm going to break it down into groups and ways this energy might play out with you this week. But just keep in mind that you can be in one of the groups or all of the groups, okay? Life is complex. I'm going to go ahead and start with career and finances. I'm sorry, I know a lot of you don't watch tarot for career and finances, but there's some really important messages here for those of you who are drawn to watch this. Oh yeah, so I'm going to start there. So 2 of Swords. I'm going to clarify some of these. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to clarify a few of them. So, Aries. Whoo, sweaty. Sorry, TMI. Aries. Like I said, this is a very intense week in the career sector for those of you that this resonates for your career. I feel like, you know, in the recent past, you might have taken a new opportunity, a new financial opportunity that's not quite panning out, okay? Or you thought it had a lot of growth potential, or, yeah, you know, it was a big investment, but it turned out to be not what you thought it was. Or you will be finding that out this week, that the growth potential is not as much as you thought. I feel like there's a lot of stress here. There's a lot of worry about job loss. Okay, so I keep picking that up over and over and over again. Some of you are really concerned about job loss or company changes, or you have someone in your life that's going through this, okay? And you may be the one trying to keep the household stable, you know, if this is, say, your partner going through this, but for a lot of you, I feel this is your energy. So, yeah, there's definite concern here. And then a decision at the end of the week that's not being talked about yet. I feel like the decision has been made, particularly if you're dealing with a Virgo. But I have air here as well. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini in the workplace. There might be a very difficult decision to be had here. Okay. And it might be communicated towards the end of this time period. And like I said, I see it as a decision between two people. So there might be a few people that possibly are let go, or it might come down to two people. And it's a difficult decision to make. And or this is not your decision, but you know that this is coming. You have some inside information on this and you're keeping quiet about it because either you're not supposed to know or it's just not the right time yet. Very interesting. Some of you, you know, I always hate to put job loss in a reading because it's such a negative thing to put out there. And I don't want those of you who this is not resonating with to worry about that. Because the other way I could read this is just that, you know, the growth potential within the career arena, it may be a little bit stifled during this period. Okay? Not that anybody's going to lose their job. It's just like, because maybe there's a lot of traveling going on, or maybe you're learning something new, a new part of the job, a new craft I heard, and maybe focused on more of the home or getting more stable within your home life, that you just kind of put the career on the back burner. That's literally all this could mean, you know. And in the meantime, since your attention is focused elsewhere, there is then a message here about careful about your checkbook, careful about balancing your money. Otherwise, you may end up stressing about it later this week. All right. You need to save up. I heard that. Okay. So there's two different messages there. All right. Those of you who are actually going through job loss and those of you who are just putting it on the back burner while you handle other things for this week. It's a weekly energy. Okay. Whew. I don't mean to keep playing with my hair, but it's like 90 degrees in here right now. Serious right now. Okay. So that's group 1. Group 2, if this is love. I just feel like some of you want to commit to or person, or you see a lot of commitment potential here with a person that I feel is at a distance from you, a physical distance, maybe because of travel, okay, this week. And it has someone a little bit worried, feeling a little bit left out, although you may still communicate or be communicating with your partner this week if you're partnered. I just feel like there's some stress here, okay? But I feel like the stress is not within the relationship, so to speak, if you're in this group. It is to deal with more of finances, home, career on you or your partner's side, okay? And I feel like towards the end of the week, then there's a heavy focus on keeping things stable, also within the home, but within the partnership. So for a lot of you, this group is for those of you who are in a long-term partnership. Okay? But there is, like I said, there's something not being talked about here. And I feel like it has to do, again, with the career sector. There's a lot of stress going on here. Someone might be having to hold things back because they don't want to upset or worry the other partner, but there may be issues going on in the financial arena. But then when I clarified it, I got the Hermit and the Ace of Swords. So I do feel like whatever is being hidden will come out. You have the Ace of Swords twice. It will be communicated. All right. So those are for those of you in partnerships, I feel. That's group 2. Group 3, those of you who are not in a partnership and or have a decision in love. I feel like there's definitely a group 3 here where you have a decision to be made here in love. One of the potential suitors has a lot of commitment potential. They may make money, a lot of money. Or Aries, you might be the one that makes the money. Okay. And I feel like the other one is a little bit more immature in the financial sector. They might actually have money troubles. They may be someone who stresses a lot, who I heard lies a lot or covers things up a lot. Like they don't want people to know their true financial status. And then there's another person here who is someone I feel is at a physical distance from you, that offers a lot more stability and movement forward. But like I said, there might be either a gap in distance where like you have to travel farther to see this person, or it might be a gap in I keep wanting to say like a gap in the way you see each other. I have no idea why. Hold on. What's the Chariot? What's the Chariot, please? Yeah, there's confusion here. Okay, this is exactly what I thought. 7 of Cups over the Chariot. So I feel like with this person, there is a difference between the way you see them and the way they see you, or like the way they see partnerships. There's confusion with this person, but I feel like there is a bridging of that gap. So Aries, I feel like a lot of you in this situation, you have a decision to make here. Okay. And you want the absolute clarity on this before you make that decision. But I feel like your overall energy being the 3 of Wands, you are preparing yourself for that because you're tired of being stagnant, because you're ready for change. Okay. You want to be in the flow is what came to mind. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this other person here, the more immature one that keeps things to themselves a lot, this person is keeping you in this stagnation phase. Okay? So there needs to be a judgment call here. And communication. And then you have the 3 of Rods again. Woo! Movement. Okay? Relinquish the need to have complete control over the outcome, because you don't have complete control over the outcome. And I think that's, for a lot of you, what's been holding you back. So that's group 3. So, Aries, it's supposed to be a quick reading. It was 18 minutes, darn it. The zodiac signs I have here could be dealing with another Aries, Cancer, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Could be another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Those are the primary zodiac signs. Possibly Capricorn, Taurus. But it could just be the energy you're holding this week. Take it as it resonates. I love you so much. Thank you for joining me. Till next time. Namaste, my friends. Bye.